If you clicked on the thumbnail to this video, thank you. It is likely that you are a dog lover, a book lover, and maybe also a movie lover. Intrigued to know more? So we'll jump right in. This book is about how tough it is to break into the movie business, especially if you're a dog. In a gently satirical story about the world of movie making, Roly, Loki and Wilf follow their dream, hoping to become movie stars. Will they succeed? Readers will enjoy the fun as the boys chart the ups and downs of chasing fame and fortune and learn a few important lessons along the way. It is an insight into how dogs think and feel, what makes them the funny and joyful creatures they are. Roly, Loki and Wilf are pioneers in the literary world. This is the first ever novel to have been co-written by 3 dogs, with the help of a human ghostwriter, of course. Full of observational comedy around dog life, it will change the way you see your dogs. After reading the book, you will look deeply into their eyes and always wonder what dreams they have and what they are thinking of you and the world around them. Sit back and enjoy a couple of excerpts from the book, which the canine authors hope will whet your appetite for more. We join the boys as they are attempting to come up with an idea for an original script. Roly writes, "I thought Loki was on the wrong track with the classic movie remake idea. So over dinner that fateful night, I suggested we write our own new script. You know the sort of thing, an original masterpiece. What could be better than to make a doggy blockbuster written by dogs? It's never been done before. We would be pioneers of pup flicks. Loki and the pipsqueak, Wilf, in between chasing something invisible around the garden and barking, seem to like the idea, even though they don't usually take me seriously, me being the clown. I was so surprised that they were actually enthusiastic about it. I nearly choked on my kibble. Now we needed a plan. First of all, we would have to dictate the plot ideas to our PA ghostwriter. No. First of all, we needed an after-dinner biscuit. Then, oh dear, time for a pee-pee break. We'll gloss over the fact that we also needed a poo-poo. Then we needed a power nap. Then, of course, we were procrastinating, looking for distractions. Humans do that all the time by doing anything other than the thing they ought to be doing. In our case, we start by chasing something, get distracted by an interesting scent, and can't help but follow it. Maybe we thought it would be like that with our original script. We could come up with an idea, get sidetracked, and stumble upon a better one. We think that's the way humans in the movie world work. Anyway, Lassie, we believe, was originally a cat. Only kidding, and sorry if we have ruined many a childhood memory for you. Right, we thought, to business. Speaking of business, I had to break off at that point to pay a very necessary visit to the garden. This turned out to be an extremely embarrassing episode, which I will relate only because it may serve as a warning to everyone to keep their tails in the air at all times. I'm sure this unfortunate circumstance has happened to many dogs at some time or another, but I'm willing to bet that another dog's human would handle the situation better than mine. You see, it appears that I inadvertently swallowed a long hair at some stage over the previous day or two, and well, it reappeared, acting as a rope along which sausages of my poo hung from my bottom. I walked around the garden in an effort to leave the offending waste material behind, but it still hung from my, behind. Our PA ghostwriter, also known as our useless human, ran out with a poo bag and followed me, trying to grab at the string of poo to release it into the bag. But I'm not keen on having my bottom touched, so I put my tail down. This proved to be a terrible error of judgment and extremely bad timing, because just that moment she tried to grab the poo and ended up smearing it all over my tail feathers. What a carry-on! The resultant free use of profanities by the human, whilst giving me a thorough bottom wash and having to cut a small bit off my tail, made me blush under my fur. I mean, the hair was too long to have been mine or Loki's, so I wonder who it belonged to. Hitting a wall on the original ideas, they call on their friends for help. Chapter 5 by Loki, assisted or rather hindered by Wilf, because when all else fails, you get a team of scriptwriters. We called on Maisie, who is our cougar girlfriend and matriarch and organizer of the Cavi 10. In case you haven't heard of them, they are not a gangster mob, just a group of chums who hang out and chew the grass together from time to time. Maisie, I whined pathetically, you have to help us. I explained that our grand plan for a blockbuster movie had hit the skids. I meant it metaphorically, of course, but somewhat inappropriately and with immaculate timing, Rowley started skidding his butt across the floor. The vet has a finger for that, Maisie remarked dryly. After some thought, followed by a quiet nap, older ladies need these very often, Maisie said. Right, we need to call a meeting of the 10 to bounce ideas around. Let's start by summoning them to an extraordinary meeting. Get your people to contact our people to fix a date. Click on the link below to buy the book and find out what happens next. Thank you for watching.